Hello everyone, DSP here. It is Wednesday, July 9th. Actually, hold on, let me make sure the brightness is up on this light. Oh, it's not. There we go. Haha, a little bit brighter. Today is Wednesday, July 9th. It's about 8:30. I just finished doing my second stream. It was the first day where I actually did 2 full gaming streams, so I am getting slowly but surely back into the swing of things. And what I wanted to show you today is some new equipment that I purchased that showed up yesterday, and I was actually originally planning on trying this out this week, but I can't because unfortunately my new PC, which is currently being built by CyberPower PC, is not ready yet. They said it should be ready by the end of the week, probably shipping tomorrow or Friday. Here's hoping, fingers crossed, right? But anyway, I purchased some equipment because I want to do 1080p capture and streaming, and I also want to do 60 frames per second capture and streaming, okay? Now keep in mind, not every game does it, right? Not every game does 60 frames per second, but I think there are certain games like the Call of Duty games, Street Fighter, some games that I've played recently on systems such as the PS4, for example, Watch Dogs, have had higher frame rates. And I really feel that if I was able to capture and stream in higher frame rates, that the quality of my work would be better. So what I've actually done here is purchase 3 devices, which I have no idea if it's true or not, that I may have a chance to capture in 1080p and or 60 frames per second, or both on my new PC, which will be here next week, okay? Now, first of all, people might be saying, Phil, why on earth did you buy 3 of these, okay? And I'm going to explain. Because here's the deal, here's what happened. I actually bought them all separately. I know that sounds weird. I bought them all separately. First, I bought this one. I ordered it on Amazon because this is the actual thing that Howard uses, my friend Howard, uses to live stream and direct capture, okay? This is what he was using for years to do all the capturing. And I thought that it was really great quality what he used to do. He did used to do 60 frames per second, okay? And it does run through USB 3.0, as you can see, and so obviously in order for this to work, I would need, just killed a little nap, I would need USB 3.0, which will be working on my new PC. Great, right? So I purchased this, and then as soon as I purchased it, I kid you not, I talked about it a little bit. I think it was actually in the stream chat, and someone said, Phil, I don't know if you know this, but this particular device does not work with all Intel chipsets. So what the fuck does that mean? Apparently this device has major issues with certain chipsets, and I don't think the motherboard and or the processor or whatever the hell it is that I have on my new PC is going to work with this. So I was like, motherfucker, you gotta be kidding me, right? So then I said, you know what, I'm just going to go internal, fuck it. And I know it's a more of a hassle to do internal, but fuck it all to hell, let's just do internal. So I went out and I bought the Intensity Pro, which is basically the internal PCI Express card that you physically install inside of your PC to do the same thing that this thing does, okay? So I went out and I bought this, and then I was hearing, well, technically this doesn't do 1080p. This does 1080i, which apparently is the interlace, not the progressive, which means it technically is less less pixels. It doesn't look as good as 1080p. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. So this one can do what I want, but it's probably not going to work with my new PC because it only uses certain chipsets. This one will probably do it, but probably won't do the full quality video. So I'm getting all frustrated and pissed off. And then I read up on the internet, and I said, look at this. That's right. I read up on the internet that apparently AverMedia, who also does capture devices, made an external device for USB 3.0 that does full 1080p and 60 frames per second. If you actually read on the back of the box, that's exactly what it says. Capture HD videos up to 1080p 60 frames per second. So, out of everything I freaking have here, I'm hoping this works. Seriously. I'm hoping that this piece of equipment works. Okay? Because I bought 3 fucking things. Now, not to say that they'll go to waste, right? Because I have multiple PCs. I still have my old PC. I'm going to have, Leanna has a PC that she didn't have working for a year, and now it works, and it's quite a strong PC. It has a great graphics card and everything in it. It's not top of the line, but it's probably around middle range, and that one could probably do direct capture, right? And in addition to all of that, I still have my other PC, my backup that I used to use in my bedroom back in Connecticut, and I used to use that one for video editing of things such as Hate Live. And actually that PC was faster. Hold on a second, someone's stabbing me in the foot. I'm gonna throw it out. It was faster at editing videos than my current PC that I use for streaming, because actually it had a better processor and more RAM. So that PC could probably also be used for some purposes of capturing. Now I'm not sure what, because I don't know if it could really play PC games. It may be a capturing PC that can just do direct capture. That's all I do on it. It's not for gaming. I don't know. But I've got a bunch of PCs now to work with, so it's not like this equipment will all go to waste. And, you know, I will see if I can utilize this. If anything, this might be the one that goes to waste, and if it really does and it doesn't work with my computer, I may end up giving it away. I don't even know. So I buy all these, right? And then my, you know, I consider him, you know, my friend, but he's a viewer and a fan. Gamer J. Lee messages me. He goes, Phil, well, but I told you months ago that I'm using the internal version of this capture card. So this, from this company, and he says that he's been capturing in 1080p and 60 frames per second for months with no problem. I'm like, son of a bitch, you're right. You did tell me about that months ago, and it completely effing slipped my mind that they had an internal version. So now I'm like slapping my head on motherfucker. So here's the deal. And you might be saying, oh wait, well, what's in this big box underneath? The big box underneath is two 50-foot long HDMI cables, which I will use if I do end up using this card to run the HDMI from whatever game system I'm playing all the way to this capture card, and then have the other one run it from there all the way across my room to the TV, so that I can actually see the gameplay, right? So there's a chance I may try to use this. There's a chance I may try to use this. The question is, if I use this, is there delay? Right now with my HD PVR 2, there is delay. It actually is delayed to the point where it is about 2.15. So 2.15 seconds. That's what I was trying to say. I'm such an idiot. It's 2.15 seconds delayed between what I'm actually doing and when it actually converts and shows up on my PC. With this, it might be real time. With this, there may be some delay. So with this one, I wouldn't even need long HDMI cables. I just need to use the same USB cables that I've been using all along. With this, I don't need cables at all for USB, but I would need HDMI. It's very confusing, I know. When my PC shows up next week, I gotta try everything out. I don't know right now what is the best capture device for my new setup. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I guess we're gonna see. We're gonna test. I'll probably test both this and this next week and see which one gives me the highest quality. Look how many fingerprints I got on it just from touching the box. Holy shit. So that's that. I'm actually about to bring this up to my room and put them in there because they've been on this dining room table for a day and they need to go somewhere. So, all right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. You see all the equipment I bought, and you know, again, very shortly, once my stuff shows up, once my equipment shows up, my new PC, I'm hoping to get to work with higher quality videos for you guys. So next week will be an interesting week to test it, right? Alrighty, very good.